everybody, I have a great recipe tonight. It's carbonara pasta and it's in Rachel Ray's first cookbook, Cooking Round the Clock. It's one of my favorite cookbooks, actually my favorite cookbook of hers. And it's on page 236 at the very end of the cookbook. And it's super easy. It doesn't take very long to make. So what I started to do first is boil some water, and I put in 1 pound of, 1 pound of rigatoni in there. So that's been cooking. It needs to cook between 10 to 12 minutes depending on how firm you want. It's been in about 6 minutes so far. I'm gonna put it in maybe for another 6 because I like mine kind of well done. So that's cooking. Then I put some extra virgin olive oil in a big pan, and I'm going to start that. Oh, it's on already. And I'm going to put in, they say you can put in 1/4 pound of pancetta, and I get the boar's head. It's already cut up because it's a lot easier to cook and tastes a lot better. So you can get that. I put in a little bit more than 1/4 pound because we really like it. And so I put in a little bit more than that. So I'm going to throw that in. All right, a couple more in there. All right, so we'll get that cooking, and that needs to cook, start cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I started to steam some green beans because green beans on the side are really good, or I also like asparagus, steamed asparagus on the side of a pasta meal. So that's really good. So while that's cooking away, I'm going to come over here. In a big bowl, I put just 2 yolks of an egg, and not the white part, just the yolks, 2 of them. And then I am going to get about 1/2 cup of the pasta water. So make sure the pasta cooks a little bit, and then it has a little bit of flavor in here. And I take about 1/2 cup or so, and I'm going to put it in here. Or let me get another spoon to do that with. So we're going to mix that a little bit, and then I'm going to put the hot water in, and that's so that the eggs are pretty much cooked and it doesn't scramble when we put in the pasta. So that's how you do the egg part of that. So that's ready to go. Now once the pasta is done, we're going to put it in here, and we're going to mix 1/2 cup. They say that you should get 1/2 cup of grated Romano cheese, such as Locatelli. I don't exactly know what that is. I'm sure it's fancy. Maybe it's a kind of Parmesan. I don't know. But I just put in 1/2 cup of Parmesan, and that tastes really good. So once the pasta's in there, we'll put in the Parmesan. So other than that, once the pancetta cooks for a couple minutes, we're going to put in 5 or 6 cloves of garlic, since we like garlic. I get the minced garlic. About 1 teaspoon of minced garlic is 2 cloves, so I'll put 3 teaspoons of this in there to cook with the pancetta. And then it calls for 1/2 cup of dry white wine. I don't have white wine right now, so it's okay. You can put it in, but you don't have to necessarily put it in the pan. It's up to you whether you want to put the white wine in or not. To me, it doesn't really taste that differently, so whatever you want to do with that, just maybe makes it a little faster. Then what I also put in is, let's see where to go. Oh, our red pepper flakes. It's about 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Now this stuff is pretty spicy, so if you're not really a spicy fan, you can maybe do a little bit less than 1 teaspoon, but all my kids like it. We all like it with a full teaspoon. It gives a little bit of a kick to the meal. So I'm going to go over and put in my 6 cloves of garlic. See how this is cooking. It's looking good. What do you think, Amelia? Nice, right? We'll cook that a little more. All right, we're going to mix our pasta a little bit.
Got about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes left. And maybe in the meantime, I will check my green beans. I'm going to get a fork to check my green beans. See how that's doing. Ooh, that's hot. All right, let's see. I'll put it under cold water. And then I'll test it and see. Actually, it's perfect. So I'm gonna turn that off. Beep beep. I'm gonna get right over here. And I'll put that. I don't really have anything fancy to put it in right now. So we'll just put it in this pan. Get out this. So I'll put the green beans in here. So we can share that. Oopsies. That's a lot of beans. All right, so the green beans are ready. Just gonna put that over there, and then I'll put a little top on it just to keep it warm. Something like this. So we'll just put that on there just to keep warm while we wait for the rest of the dinner to be done. So we have this cooking, the pancetta. I'm gonna now put in my 6 cloves of garlic. So that's gonna be about 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, and 3. My timer is going off for my pasta, so we'll empty that in a second. All right, we'll have that cook. Can you smell it, Amelia?
Yeah, that's good.
Smells good, right? And then we want a full teaspoon of the red pepper flakes. So we'll put that in. Right. All right, and we'll mix that up. And then that needs to cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll have that cook. And then I will empty the pasta. I have to get right over here, sorry. Sorry.
Very good.
And we will put this in here. I'll get my hot pads, turn that off. All right. Oof, lots of steam. All right. All right, then we'll move it over to the 1/2 cup of water, hot water, with the 2 egg yolks, and put that in. And then we'll put a 1/2 cup of our Parmesan cheese. So we'll put that in, and then we'll start mixing it. Maybe I'll get one of these little spatula things that might cook a little better. Maybe I'll do one more mix of that. All right, so we'll mix this a little bit. Good. Just looking at all my ingredients. And what you can do, once you get it all on a plate, you can put some parsley, some Italian parsley on top. I don't have that tonight, so you don't need to put that on, but it does make it look a little fancier. So the cheese and the egg yolk are all mixed in there. And now let's come over here and look and see how this looks. Kind of has a nice little golden color on the bottom with the oil. What do you think? So that's all heated up. So we'll turn that off. And we'll get these. This is the heaviest pan ever. So then we're going to put that in the pan. Ooh. Scoop that all in there. All right, then we'll put the pan back. Oh, it's so heavy.
Getting a good workout.
Getting a good workout. All right, and then we mix this in. It's maybe a little bit more pancetta than I usually get. Looks like it's about 8 ounces, but they only call for a quarter pound of this, but looks good to me. So voila, it is all done. I'm going to put it on a plate with some green beans so you can see how pretty it looks. Let me get one of these. Oh, what do you think? Maybe one of these. Thanks, Amelia.
No problemo.
Put that in the middle. Do you like this, Amelia?
Yeah, it's good.
It's pretty good, right? All right, and then we'll get some green beans over here. And I'm looking for my little thingy things.
Hot pads?
No, the little tongs. You see the tongs?
Are they in the drawer?
Yeah, we can use these. All right, and then we put a side of green beans on. And we're all done. So there you have it. There's your carbonara pasta. Super easy, super good. And the big hint for this is get the pancetta that's already been cut into little pieces. Hope you enjoy this meal, and I hope you have a good night.